Welcome back to Level Up Bassin. This is Mitz, and we're here for a 6-month review of this Epoch 36 volt 100 amp hour battery and this Epoch 12 volt 100 amp hour battery. I'm going to cover what I've learned in these past 6 months. It's been a transition from my AGM Optima batteries over to these lithium iron phosphate batteries. Epoch lithium iron phosphate batteries are a game changer in the industry. They are the leader of technology, and there are some features built into these that just set themselves far above the rest. What I'm going to do in this video is basically just cover my existing setup and what I've noticed over these past 6 months. If you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. If you have comments, want to know more, leave them below. And as always, I'll list everything in the video. You'll get them in the description. Clicking those links and following those links also helps out the channel and is greatly appreciated. So stick around, we'll get right to it. So this was a big year for upgrades. I have a 2004 Bass Tracker Avalanche. It's an older boat. It's an aluminum hull. It's got a great set of bones to it. It's just a good solid boat. With new boats as expensive as they are, I couldn't afford the upgrade to a boat, so I figured why not put money into the boat. I added 2 new front Lowrance units. I added active target, the networking capabilities with the hub, and I added lithium iron phosphate batteries. The reason I had to go down this road was I don't really know how I survived before. I had 1 small unit up front, 1 small unit in the dash, no active target. And my trolling motor was a 36 volt Minn Kota. So I upgraded to the Lowrance Ghost. I was powering it by 3 Optima 12 volt batteries, deep cycle. And then I upgraded to the 2 Lowrance FS9 units, and they were powered by my yellow top Optima battery. So that battery had a dual purpose, the motor and the electronics. I noticed towards the middle to end of the battery life, the electronics started to really act funny. I was getting a little bit of screen flicker. I was getting a dim tail end to my active target. And I was also noticing quite a bit faster drawdown with everything that I had going on. I went out and I researched Epoch batteries, and they were definitely the front runner for the technology driving the battery, the design of the battery, and really what I was looking for in a battery. So let's look at my setup a little bit. This right here is my 12 volt 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate Epoch battery. I have it wired up to go to a master kill switch and to a fuse block. My accessories run off this battery. On this side, I actually have my lithium iron phosphate battery from Epoch, but this one is a 36 volt 100 amp hour. This is a tank. This is 1 battery that replaced 3 batteries. And to be honest, I love the setup. It is clean, it is easy to manage, and it's just ready to go. What you can see on here is a battery meter. This battery meter will give me an instant indicator of where my battery life is at, as well as both of these batteries, the 12 and the 36 volt. Both batteries have an internal BMS. This is the battery management system. It basically is the brains of the operation. It ties also to a Bluetooth app that I can load on my phone. I can see the real-time life and health of my battery. These are huge key components to how this year went. After 6 months, I look back and I really wonder, how did I do this? How did I get this far on the lead acid and the AGM batteries I was using? What I realized was I was living by the plug. I would go out and go fishing. I would come back. I would plug right in. I would then take the boat out. I would come back. I would plug right in. I'd go on vacation with the boat. I'd have to bring an extension cord and find a plug in the outlet wherever we're staying, and then drag it over to the boat, make sure the boat's close enough to get plugged in. Charge, charge, charge. I was always governed by the charge. What I'm going to show you now is pretty amazing. This right here is the Bluetooth app. This Bluetooth app shows my 100% charge, and then it shows at the end of a tournament. I had a night tournament that was 8 hours. It went from 10 at night to 6 in the morning, and it was trolling motor only. The conditions, there was a decent wind that night, so I was on the trolling motor non-stop. I also had my active target, my 2 front fish finders on. I had my live volt going the entire night. I had LEDs on and off in the boat. Each battery is only down about 20%, maybe a hint more. That's insane. It's a full night out there, hammering away on everything. If those were my Optima batteries at the state of life they were at, I would have been well below half, and I would have had to have charged them because I wouldn't have made another full day. I can now go out 3 times and come back and still have battery left. Really, really a game changer, especially if you're somebody who's just getting out on the water every chance you get. Epoch batteries have so many incredible features to them. I have a whole entire video on that. I'll link to that below. I'll link to my setup when I actually installed these batteries below, so definitely check those out. This is more or less just a quick recap. Features that I love about these batteries: I talked about the external battery meter, I talked about the BMS, I talked about the Bluetooth app. Outside of that is the weight reduction. My 4 Optima batteries versus these 2 batteries, I shed upwards of almost 40 pounds. It's actually helped my fuel economy and my top speed. The footprint of these 2 batteries is smaller than the footprint of the other 3. That's a huge help. We're all storing as much tackle as we can on our boats. Another key component is the actual fast charging. So I talked about how I can get 3 trips on 1 charge. Not only that, I come home, I plug in, these things are fully charged and ready to go before you know it. It's the technology that's driving the batteries, and Epoch Batteries is by far an industry leader in technology with these batteries. They have some amazing things coming out. Every day they're pushing out some new stuff. So I encourage you to check out Epoch Batteries, and what they have coming out, I think everybody's going to be interested in. So thanks for watching.
This is Mitz from Level Up Bassin. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.